Good morning. It's day 2 of my McMillans Track walk. I'm at Lankey or near Lankey Plains Hut. Lankey Plain Hut. I'm just gonna drop down, grab some water today. I'm heading over to I think it's the junction of 25 Mile and 30 Mile Creek today. So it's a little bit shorter today. I'm gonna go across the Dargo High Plains and then onto White Timber Spur track, follow that, White Timber Spur North, White Timber Spur South, before I plunge down to the creeks later on. So there's not a lot of water across the plains and White Timber Spur tracks, so I'm going to fill up what I need for the day here before I set off. Alright, it should be a good one. I'll spin the camera around. The weather's meant to be good. The walking's pretty good. The high plains can be a little bit tussocky and painful, but I'll be finished them in a couple of hours. Alright, I'll spin the camera around and show you what I'm looking at. So I'm heading down into that gully down there, grab some water. This is the old hut. It's not much of a hut. I mean, it'll keep you out of the rain, but it's on the rustic side, that's for sure. But there is some camping around in the trees, well, they're mostly dead trees now, but in the trees, so there's not much camping right here at the hut, as you can see. So this is the little gully below Lankey Plains Hut. There's a couple of streams coming in. There's one over there. There's this one. It's fenced off, so the cattle can't get in, I guess. So that's good. Which means the water's pretty clear. So I've been walking the Dargo High Plains Road for a couple of minutes, maybe, I don't know, half a K. I'm swinging into the bush here. This is where it goes a bit feral for a while. I'm going to walk across this tussock with my mates. So yeah, it's untracked now for, I don't know, 6 Ks or something. The alternative is to stay on this road and you walk along a section of roads, but this is a much better walk through here, except for this tussock isn't very enjoyable, but it doesn't last for long. Then I get on a nice kind of closed forward drive track, which is good. Alright, no use talking, better get walking. Okay, so I've been walking this tussocky grassland for a while. I've got a fence line over there that I'm going to follow. So now I swing to the right along that old fence line. Okay, I've got to the bit where I kind of swing south. There's a fence line still over there. I'm following, I don't know what I'm following here. Some cattle pads or some kind of animal pads. They fade in and out, but there is sometimes a track, sometimes it's just ankle breaking tussock. This southerly bit is a little bit better. I think I'm following actually a really old 4-wheel drive track. Anyway, once I hit White Timber Spur track, I'm pretty much not bush bashing for the rest of the day. It's pretty much all tracked from then on. It's Australia Day today, by the way. So this is what I'm wading through. And I'm allergic to grass seeds. So I'm starting to get pretty itchy and red. I've got some antihistamines. I'll break them out when I get to the track. Just kind of grit my teeth and bear it for the time being. Okay, I've made it to White Timber Spur track. That's what I've walked out of. And this is the track. There's not a lot of difference. It does get more defined as I get further down. I'm thinking it's almost brekkie time. Might sit in the shade up here and have some. Okay, brekkie's finished. I'm following this White Timber Spur track now. There's a north and a south. I'll be following them all. I'm on the north one now, I guess. I'll swing over to the south one. So I'll be following it for at least the next 4 hours. It gets pretty clear. This is right at the end of the track. I don't think many people get up here. But as I get further down, track gets more defined. Alright, I'll turn it on when there's something to see. So I'm not sure how White Timber Spur track got its name, but there's certainly a lot of dead white timber on it nowadays. I'm thinking it was named well before the fires though. So that's Richie's Road. I'm actually going to meet that and walk along it for about half a k in between this White Timber Spur North and White Timber Spur South track. This area, as you can tell, has been badly burnt in the fires. It'll take a long time to come back. I probably won't see it in my lifetime, I don't think. Okay, I made it down to Richie's Road. I'm following this now. Half a k maybe. And then I'll pick up White Timber Spur South track. And then I've got some climbing ahead of me. Not a lot, 200 metres, but it's baking hot. And there's not a lot of trees. Most of the trees have been killed in the fire, so there's not a lot of shade. Anyway, I'm heading for a swim tonight, and I think I should be there by probably 3:30, I reckon. Alright, I better keep walking, I suppose. I'm still climbing White Timber Spur South track. I've almost got to the top of the climb. Been a few stops in the shade though, where I found it. When I do get to the top, I might stop for a longer break, I think. Excuse the croaky voice on this. I seem to have this dose of man flu that I just can't shake. I found some shade. Time for second lunch. Well, that little bit of shade and soft grass was very nice. Okay, I think I've topped out now on White Timber Spur South Track. Let's get down to 25 Mile Creek Camp and have a bit of a soak in the creek. Okay, I'm in the descent now. This is steep and loose. But hopefully I'll be soaking in a cool creek in about an hour. Okay, I've left the four-wheel drive track. I'm just picking my way down now. The spur crest towards 25 Mile, 30 Mile Creek Junction, which is where I'm going to camp. This is very, very steep and loose down here. It's pretty much a gorge on both sides of me. So yeah, I'm just taking my time. You see some cliffs through the trees there maybe. This is slow going. All right, I'm down. That's the camp over the other side of 25 Mile Creek, I think it is. Oh, looking forward to a soak and a cold drink. So I got camp set up down at 25 Mile Creek. It's a small camp. It's on this beautiful little gorge though. I don't know if you can see the rock bluffs. It's a magic spot. I've been sitting in the river, in the creek, for about 2 hours. I think that's 30 Mile coming in over there, and well, this is 25 Mile here. I may have been down the wrong way. There's the tent up there. All right, it's about 6:30. I think it's time for bed. Sun's gone down behind the hill, so the day's cooled down a bit. Tomorrow's going to be really hot, so I might try and get away a bit early tomorrow. I'll see how that pans out, eh? All right, I'll sign off in a sec. So before I sign off, this is a little campsite here. I've made a mess of it. I've got stuff spread out everywhere. So there's room for a tent over where mine is, obviously. You might stick 2 in here. However, there's been fire. There's tins and that buried in the ground. I picked some glass out, so if you're going to sleep on this bit, use a good ground sheet, I reckon. Prospectors have been coming here for 100 years. That's what I'm following tomorrow, an old prospectors trail, I think. So there's a bit of rubbish around, but the position is pretty nice. Okay, day 2 on McMillans Track. I walked from Lankey Plain Hut to this 25 Mile Creek camp today. Just over 20 k's according to all trails, and just under 300 metres climbing. Doesn't really tell the full story though. The first 5 or 6, I suppose, k's are across tussocky grass with pretty well no track, so that kind of takes it out of you a bit. The other thing that I suffered a bit today, there's not a lot of shade. White Timber Spur track, south and north, has both been burnt pretty bad. So, I mean, there's a bit of shade every now and then, but you're walking in the sun most of the day. So it was a fairly tough 20 and a bit kilometres today. I'm expecting a really hot day tomorrow. That was the last forecast I saw. So I'm going to head to bed very soon, and then maybe try and get going a little bit earlier in the morning. Nothing crazy, but yeah, we'll see if I can get going before 8:30. All right, take it easy, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.